welcome to another edition of Fantasy Stockball with New Level Investment Management LLC. This week's matchup, we have our quarterback, 2 running backs, and our receivers. Let's get started. First up, we have the stock symbol FCX, which is Freeport, and they're a commodity company, which means they're trading in gold, silver, and copper. They also added an oil company. They bought a company sometime last year, so now they have oil and gas as their assets as well. But their main focus is copper and other commodities. And we're going to pair them up with Russell Wilson, last name Wilson. And the reason why we like this pairing is because Russell Wilson is a consistent quarterback. He's not going to get you the 4,000, 5,000 yards passing. He's not going to throw for 30 plus 40 touchdowns a season. But what he is going to do is win your football game with good ball control. And there he's going to give you a consistent fantasy point if you have him on your team. And Freeport is the same way. They have their PE, forward price earning ratio, is around 12. The overall market PE is around 16, so you're getting a company that's cheap relative to the market's price earning ratio. Another thing about Freeport, I'm going to read you some stats here from their Q3 earnings that they just reported this week. Their revenues increased 40% to $6.2 billion year over year. Their cash flow also increased to $1.9 billion. That's up 257%, and not to mention they have a really good dividend yield around 3.6%. So we really like the way that company's headed. They're pretty consistent, just like Russell Wilson. Next up, we're going to go with Bank of America. Their stock symbol is BAC, and we paired them up with the beast, Marshawn. That's Marshawn Lynch from Seattle. We got 2 Seattle guys up here. And the reason why we like this pairing here is because Bank of America, they're oldie but goodie. Kind of like Marshawn Lynch. He's been in the league a couple of years now, or a few years now, and he's played with 2 different teams, and he's been really consistent. Same thing with Bank of America. I'm going to throw a couple of stats at you with Bank of America. They currently have 30 million users, online users. That's more than Pinterest, which is a startup tech company. And if you heard of Vine, they only have 40 million users. So that's a big number for Bank of America. Also, their forward price earning ratio is 10. Again, the market is 16, so that's pretty good right there. Their expected growth is up 50% this year, and it's going to be up another 50% in next year. And then the next 5 years, it's going to be around 19%, so that's pretty good for a bank stock. They still have $2.1 trillion of assets. And people think Bank of America is shrinking. Yeah, they may be shrinking as far as, let's say, ATMs or actual branches, but they still have 12% of all federal deposits. So 12% of $9.4 trillion, and that's of all deposits. So that's the highest out of the big banks. So they're still hanging around. That's why we like the pairing with Marshawn Lynch with Bank of America. We still like the growth potential. Next up, we have Groupon. Stock symbol is GRNP, and we're going to pair Groupon up with Jamal Charles. And the reason why we like this comparison here is because Groupon and Jamal Charles kind of represent each other. Jamal Charles a couple of years ago blew out his knee. A lot of fantasy owners were pretty upset about that because, he gets hurt. He's kind of a frail guy, so getting hurt is part of the game for him, even though he's been really healthy this year. Same thing with Groupon. This stock can really hurt you, but the upside can be tremendous. We like the value. Their price earning ratio, forward price earning ratio, is around 34. And you may say, yeah, that's pretty high. It's relatively high compared to the market, but it's relatively low compared to other tech stocks. You think of a tech stock like Facebook is trading way over 100. You got other stocks that are trading well over 100, 200 as well. LinkedIn is another one. So at 34, that's livable. And now they're starting to turn a profit slightly. If they can start digging into that market share that currently Amazon has and eBay, watch out for Groupon. This could be a real steal. And it's trading, the stock price is trading around $9, so this is still a good entry point to get into to Groupon. And last up, we're going to go with AJ Green. We paired him up with Amazon, which is AMZN. And again, we like Amazon with AJ Green in this matchup because we really feel that Amazon and AJ Green have similar growth potentials. AJ Green can catch just about any any football on any side of the field. He can run routes inside, outside. He can beat you deep. He has great hands. And Amazon, their revenues have been up since, for the past 3 years, has been up over 50%. And that's awesome for a tech company. That's also for any company. The knock on Amazon is they haven't really consistently turned a profit. So when you have a tech stock, yeah, that's kind of normal not to turn a profit right away, but when is the profit going to come? Their profit margins are extremely low. That's because they have those super affordable prices. You go online, you look at a TV, the TV may be 20% lower than what other stores are carrying, so their profit margins are slightly being squeezed, therefore they can't really turn a profit. But hopefully with their innovative products that they're coming out, they have an outstanding inventory system where they can get products out to you pretty quickly. Hopefully all that will turn a profit in the near future for Amazon, so that's why we like them with AJ Green. So that's all we have for you for this week. We thank you for tuning in, and remember, invest with New Level Management LLC. We'll see you next week.